Ever wonder how you can master every single behavioral question on a job interview? Such as, tell me about a time when. Those type of questions are called behavioral questions. And in the past, I used to spend countless hours studying various types of behavioral questions so that I would have the exact answer for each one. That's not necessary. While I do advise my clients to definitely prepare ahead of time for every job interview, it's not necessary to spend countless hours studying every single type of behavioral question. All you need is the right formula, and you can apply that same formula to every single behavioral question. So if you would like to know more about the s.t.a.r method so that you too can master every behavioral question on an interview, then you want to stay tuned to the next segment of this video. Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel, Fit with Tiff 100. I'm going to share a little bit more about my channel, so stay tuned. Welcome back, my Fit fam, to Fit with Tiff 100. Tiffany Chanell here, and as the CEO and founder of Moneymakeoverministries, I have worked with many clients dating back since 2005 on how to improve their finances, their education, and their career. If you would like more information on how I've helped my clients and to also receive your free guide to making your money over, please visit Moneymakeoverministries.com. Now let's get into this video. Alright, my Fit fam, so just to share a little bit of background about myself, this information can also be found under the About Me section of my website at Moneymakeoverministries.com. I have worked for more than 12 years recruiting for various types of companies, from Big Four consulting to major integrated oil and gas companies to nonprofit as well as education-based companies and more. And over the course of these years of recruiting for jobs, internships, as well as recruiting prospective individuals who actually want to obtain a higher education, all of this different experience has taught me so much when it comes to preparing for a job interview or an internship interview, or even in getting into the college or higher level education of your choice. Well, I want to share my knowledge with you. I believe that the tips that I share will definitely help you or others who are looking for a job or an internship or to further their education. Today's topic is around a formula that I use and that many other people use on job interviews that allow them to successfully master each and every individual behavioral question on a job interview. Now, obviously, this is not going to help you with questions that ask you to derive an equation or any type of mathematical questions or questions where you have to go into the whiteboard and map out some sort of computer programming code. But for every job, there's going to be some sort of maybe technical question that you have to answer. And because of your experience in your classes in college or even your experiences on the job, you should be able to answer those questions. But on every job interview, there's also what we call behavioral questions. And those type of questions will ask you to tell me about a time when, tell me about a time when you had to do this, or tell me about a time when you worked with someone who had maybe a difficult personality. So those are the type of questions that are called behavioral questions. And this formula is going to help you master every behavioral question. Now this formula is called the STAR method, and I like to think of this as use this formula to shine like a star. So what does the STAR method represent? Well, the STAR method represents how you can answer each and every one of your behavioral questions. If you look at the diagram on this screen, you will see that the first part of the STAR method is before you even get to the S, you want to prepare. As you can see the hourglass on the screen, and it's showing that you need to listen carefully to the question and think of an event that will help you answer that particular question. Don't be afraid to take a few seconds to ensure that you have the best example in your mind that you can. Don't rush it. I know sometimes when we're really quiet, it seems like an eternity, but trust and believe that it's okay to take a few moments to think of a good example to come up with to begin answering the behavioral question. The next step to the STAR method is the S. So the S stands for a situation. So this means you want to describe a specific event or situation that you were in. And think about the who, the what, the where, and the when. So when they're asking you to tell me about a time when, you're thinking of a specific situation that occurred. Now the next step to the STAR method is the T. The T stands for task. So you want to explain the task that you had to complete in the given situation and highlight any specific challenges or constraints such as deadlines or issues or costs or challenges on a team with the team members' personality differences. You want to think about what your task was that you needed to complete in that given situation. Now the A is the next step in the STAR method, and it represents the action. This is where you describe a specific action that you took to complete the task that you had at hand. This action should highlight the desirable traits that the interviewer is looking for. And then finally, the last part of the STAR method is the result. Close with the result of your efforts. Include figures or numbers to quantify the results if possible. So now I would like to demonstrate to you the STAR method in action. Now I'm going to go ahead and conduct an interview, and let's see if this person can master answering this behavioral question. So tell me about a time when you had to accomplish a task to help save a company or a project resources such as time or money.
Well, the situation took place when I was interning in oil and gas consulting during the summer of my Rice MBA program. So I was tasked with analyzing the company's expenses and seeing if there was a way that we could identify any erroneous expenses and begin saving the company more money. And I only had 2 months to do this because, again, it was during my summer internship. So instead of manually reviewing the paper invoices, which would have taken too much time, I chose to use an analytical tool called Audit Command Language, where I could analyze the company's invoices over the past 2 years within a matter of minutes. So the analytics that was completed resulted in identifying and saving the company over $50,000 in invoice overages that was paid to the vendor after the contract had expired. And although the company did decide to renew its contract with the vendor, it recovered the $50,000 in overages and also added a clause in its contract that stated it would no longer pay the vendor after the contract expires.
All right, my Fit fam, Thanks again for sticking with me to the end of this video. You now have the formula that you need to master every single behavioral question on an interview. Now, please don't be a stranger. Follow me on all of my social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook. I am at FitWithTiff100 on both platforms. And also, if you like this type of content and you want to see more content like this in the future, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a Fit family member. So if this type of content resonates with you and it made sense how I've laid out the STAR method and how you can use that formula to master every behavioral question, place a $sign in the comment below. That lets me know that you understood the content and it lets me know that you're here. And please don't forget to go to moneymakeoverministries.com to obtain your free guide to making your money over. Once again, my Fit fam, always remember to stay fit in your finances, and I will see you in the next upload. Bye.